See a smashed screen. Okay, 6 months ago, so we're on a flashback.
How are you feeling?
How do I put auto back on?
I'm feeling fine, I guess.
Good. Good. How do you like your new place?
Look,
It's better than the room I lived in.
look at the screen up in the top right.
And I have work to do now.
Exactly. And it's very important that you do it right.
Arthur, you need to stop treating me like a child, please.
I'm sorry. I'm just worried about you.
Don't be. I'm your typical android concierge. Now, tell me what I need to do.
Well, not quite typical. Royce doesn't have a front desk, so you won't be seen in public. However, if someone has a problem with unlocking their door, for example, or parking their hover car, they will try to contact you, and you're supposed to help.
Shouldn't be too hard. I'll just download the manual.
That's right. If there's a maintenance issue, you can talk to the penguin who lives under the roof. He'll take care of it.
What are all these monitors for? Do you want me to spy on Irene? Maybe on that guy downstairs?
I don't even remember his name.
I didn't ask you about his name.
She's really analysing it. This is interesting.
Never mind. I hired a prime to install cameras so that you could gather enough data on the behavior of Royce residents, especially their interactions with each other. Your social skills are lacking. That's something I haven't accounted for.
Lacking, you say? Arthur, when will you tell me who I am? Am I an android? Did you create me?
I did, in a sense. But there's not a creature like you. Androids are machines. They observe and act like humans would, but is acting intelligent enough?
I heard they learn.
And quite successfully, yes. In fact, they model processes happening in the human brain to do so, and they're extremely capable.
But if they're made in the image of man...
It still doesn't mean they're truly intelligent. Can you find purpose in imitation?
I'll be doing the same. Watching others and repeating after them.
Yes, but in an android's mind, if you can call it that, process and result exist without intention. You will see that you're different. Not only in that regard, of course. There's also a question of memories.
I still don't remember anything from before the time I found myself here. Aren't androids like that?
Not at all. They have nothing to remember when they step outside the walls of TFX labs. They only carry predefined sets of behavioral patterns and skills. It's really just syntax, which gets some leeway with time. And when they do obtain memories, it's more like a report. Yes, while your memories are a story.
Inaccurate, you mean?
I mean, there's so much more, even if you can't remember. But don't worry, it will come. Just stop comparing yourself to a robot. Haven't I given you enough reasons not to? Oh, and we shouldn't forget about vastly superior processing power and differences in hardware.
You're losing me, Arthur. No, never mind that. You lost me long ago.
You've always been smart.
Arthur, honey, where are you? It's time to go. I know you hate it when I say it, but we're gonna be late. Still, this place is a dump.
I think it's for you.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I'll figure this concierge thing out.
No, never mind. When you're done, don't forget to lock up this place and the lab.
Will do. Now hurry, or you won't pass your behavioral test.
Goodbye.
All right, time to act responsibly. So many options. People behind glass. It's like I'm watching the fish. Let's start with that one. Nod Pikes. The guy that used to be dating Irene, huh? Hello, Nod. I think you need some company. You seem lonely, just like me. Let me watch you for a while. There's no harm in it after all, is there?
This place is a mess. And no concierge in sight. Figures.
This is cool.
Looks like there was a struggle. Makes sense. She has eyes all over the place. Speaking of which, this whole setup looks much more impressive than I expected. Controls for the public address system must be here somewhere. I guess I'm gonna have to find them on my own. This vase with umbrellas used to stand near Royce's exit. I guess the concierge brought them here, but what for? Whoa.
Surprise, Mr. Pikes. The interface here was on.
Are you alright?
I am fine, my human slave.
She's alright.
Hey, I did lose a lot of energy, so I hope you didn't stick around to have some more fun.
Some idiots blocked the exit with their caretaker. I couldn't get out.
Idiots, you say?
You think someone did it on purpose? But who? Novacore? That'd be even worse. Maybe using that public address system wasn't such a good idea.
I hate to disagree with you when you criticize yourself, Mr. Pikes, but I think your idea this time makes sense. I don't know what's going on with that caretaker, or Royce in general, but you certainly won't make things worse by trying to call for help. There's a toggle switch on the left side of this console, Mr. Pikes. Flip it when you're ready. It should turn the PA system on.
Aren't you going to invite me to your world again?
The interface here looks sketchy, Mr. Pikes. I don't want you plugging into it, but feel free to look around if you wish.
Yeah, okay.
What's this? Looks like a Tangram puzzle.
There are more than 7 pieces, though. It's a gateway to opportunities, Mr. Pikes.
Opportunities for me or for you?
For both of us, Mr. Pikes. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough.
You know, Ollie, I always wondered, why does your avatar have cat ears? I mean, you don't have a tail, and you don't do all that cat stuff, you know, like saying, "nya," occasionally.
It's not just ears, Mr. Pikes. Anyway, I guess it's all part of my original design. I thought the ears were cute, so I kept them. Don't you like them?
Well, I guess I do, but aren't they a little bit, cliche?
Ha! And your synthetic arm isn't?
But it's not a decoration, it's a tool.
You complain how useless it is all the time. Come on, Mr. Pikes. We both know you only got it to impress Irene after you two broke up. Just because she likes some full-something character, you went ahead and cut your own arm off. So go cliche yourself, Mr. Pikes.
Oh, she's doing this.
Still dragging that super secret door with you, Ollie?
You can see it? This monitor setup is really weird. There. Out of sight, out of mind. I just wish I could get rid of this damn door for good.
Those cables look impressive.
It's like I'm surrounded by tentacles, Mr. Pikes. Doesn't that get your imagination?
Alright.
Wait a moment. Why didn't I realize it sooner? This is right up your alley! Would you like me to rearrange them a little? Don't worry. It won't get in the way of my work. After all, what you see is just an avatar.
Then it doesn't count?
Thank goodness. Did not know where that
Mr.
was
Pikes?
What? Sorry, Ollie, I was just,
Staring at my butt.
No,
Were you just checking out my butt, Mr. Pikes? Would you like to have a better look?
Whoa, Ollie!
Don't worry, I don't mind it.
Ollie, it feels like I'm talking to your posterior. Please come back.
Mr. Pikes, do you want me?
What do you mean?
I mean, physically. Like a woman? I mean sex. I mean...
All right, I get it. I never thought about it.
Weren't you just now?
How would that even work? You're not talking about me visiting your world, are you?
You want some cheap virtual fun? The sensed presence effect? You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Pikes. The real thing. With an open-minded me. I'm just saying. Maybe that idea about moving the contents of my blue box to a physical body isn't so far-fetched after all. Just something to think about, Mr. Pikes.
Makes me a little
It's been
worried.
a lovely conversation. How's your project going, Ollie?
It should be finished soon, Mr. Pikes.
Does it
Oh,
have
shit.
something to do with Irene?
Irene. Ugh. Can't you spend 5 minutes without mentioning her name? I can't believe you choose to be fixated on that plain blonde when such a cute, devoted, blue-haired maid is always around.
Oh, will you introduce me?
Sometimes, I wish I could bite you, Mr. Pikes. There's a toggle switch on the left side of this console, Mr. Pikes. Flip it when you're ready. It should turn the PA system on.
Wait, where? Oh, there. That one.
Did that do it?
Yes, the public address system should be on now. Try saying something, Mr. Pikes.
Hello?
Wow, I'm sure people are running to your rescue already.
Ollie, wait. I don't see a mic anywhere.
That's weird. There should be at least one. But don't worry, Mr. Pikes. I can cut in and do the announcement for you. A middle-aged, semi-attractive man coping with deep stress and a freight train of emotional baggage is looking for an undemanding companion to spend his lonely evenings with.
Anyone?
Sorry, Mr. Pikes. It's just me.
How do we even know that the system works?
You might be right. There's a feedback channel, but I'm not getting anything on it. Maybe we should check the speakers outside.
But the exit is blocked.
We can do it from here. Look.
Is that Royce?
Yes. I told you that Royce is completely silent, but it looks like there's a direct channel to a couple of city access generators nearby. These generators have cameras installed in them. It's quite an elaborate setup.
Huh. Well, as long as it works. All right, let's locate the entrance. Ollie, center in, track 17 down. Enhance 27 to 44. Stop.
What are you doing, Mr. Pikes?
I'm telling you how to move the image.
Controls for the camera are on the right, Mr. Pikes. Feel free to use them. I'll let you know if anything of interest pops up on one of the monitors.
Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go back to the start. Because there was of
The
interest.
penthouse bathroom. I'd recognize this place from any angle. I think I'm going to have nightmares about it.
You got off easy. The girl will probably be afraid of water for life.
It's gonna be all right. I'll bring help soon. Hey, that's our apartment. You holding the fort, honey? Is everything okay up there?
No, honey. Pictures of your ex were all over the place. I burned them. That actually reminds me. Let's kill the lights. Your backup generator is keeping them on, but it's feeding me too, and my energy reserves are running low. And you don't want to come back to an empty apartment, do you?
Okay, that was cool. I wonder if that changes anything. Okay, let's go. Okay, we can't go left anymore. And go one more right. Okay, that's as much. So we go down one.
Our parking lot. Maybe I should try my luck with another car.
You really shouldn't subject your luck to any more tests, Mr. Pikes. Let's see if someone's in there.
It's empty, but it looks perfectly normal on the outside.
Just like you, Mr. Pikes. But I don't think you can get to the parking lot from here. And even if you could, the only reason you managed to drive Maya's car, so to speak, was because she must have granted you the authorization at some point. No one else in their right mind would do that.
Okay, now let's zoom in one. Nothing, but if we zoom in two... Wait! There was definitely something there before! That's a shame, I missed it. Can't believe I missed it.
What the Hades is this?
I have no idea, Mr. Pikes. Some kind of image bug, maybe?
Maybe. But I have this weird feeling, like we're looking into the future. Good old Club 703.
Yes. So many painful memories you can relive anytime you please. Have you considered moving away from Nova for good, Mr. Pikes? Your case appears severe enough to warrant that.
I once thought that dome cities aren't for me. That I'd be happier in one of the outside settlements. They don't have domes, but they're still protected by access fields and espers. But, you know, a lot is keeping me here.
A lot of one woman. Sure. Maybe you should give those thoughts another chance, Mr. Pikes.
Oh, cool. Ah, cool. Very nice. Ah, I thought that would have been something. I can't see the bloody car. There was 100% something in that room before. There was, and I missed it.
A schematic of some kind. Looks like an inventory or something. It says, property of Arthur Hopton on the back. How cute. That weasel's hands are in all corners of Royce. Do you know who this is, Ollie?
Mentor model, serial number 1578-9. It's Thea's music teacher, Mr. Pikes. And she's in Arthur's lab.
What's he going to do with her?
No idea. Maybe he's finished already. Are you worried about her, Mr. Pikes? I like how you tend to anthropomorphize inorganic life. Or do you simply want to foil Arthur's plans? Whatever they are. Either way, Mr. Pikes, it's just a monitor. I don't think there's anything we can do from here.
A schematic. It's
Do
you know who this is?
No idea. Are you worried? Or do you, either way?
Do you know who this?
Mentor model.
the same thing. Okay.
Or either.
What the? It's a recording of me talking with Irene yesterday. You know how he's uncomfortable with us being friends? Looks like Arthur installed cameras not just on the outside, and he's using his pet concierge to spy on Irene. Disgusting.
Tell me about it. Shameful way for a man to behave while you're trying to get his wife into your bed.
I had no such intention.
I have some damn fine Parisian wine. We can talk about old times.
Go tell your stories to someone else, Mr. Pikes. I know you all too well.
Oh, she's good. Okay. Oh, on those ones. And I can't do anything else. Oh my god, I'm sick of doing that.
All these papers. I can't understand a thing of what's written on them.
Maybe that's not a legitimate handwriting at all, Mr. Pikes.
Can we just not computer for a moment, please? Thank you.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. Either way, we won't be able to read it, and even if we could, I don't think the contents of these papers are relevant to your current situation, Mr. Pikes.
Still, there was something there and I freaking missed it. What is this? Is it the opposite side of the building? So it is.
A rooftop garden. I took Irene to an improvised picnic there once.
You did?
When our relationship had already gone sour. I think she enjoyed it a lot. I almost felt like I was there with another person. Maybe she was just shocked that I had done something romantic. Things quickly returned to the way they were, though.
I had no idea you did that.
It was a surprise. I kept it a secret.
You shouldn't keep any secrets from me, Mr. Pikes. I don't like surprises.
Ollie, you said cameras are installed in access generators just like this one?
Yep. Pretty ingenious. Although I'm sure Novacore has even better ideas. Here, look.
Can you hack it?
The generator, you mean? I already did.
Well, can you move it around? Maybe we can use it to call for help.
And how exactly do we do that? It can only beep and bloop. Just like you when you come home after a double shift.
But it can still move.
You think people will what? Follow it around? It's not a puppy, Mr. Pikes. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the only way to get the word out is to do it yourself, Mr. Pikes. Or you could set Royce on fire. I guess that would work too.
Myself it is then.
Okay. Nothing the other way.
What's that exit?
It's access to the cargo elevator. The one where you played the crane game, remember?
Is it still out of service? Can you fix it?
Yes and no, Mr. Pikes. If I could, you'd be long out of here. I can see now that the problem is mechanical. Believe it or not, the cargo elevator shaft is deformed around the middle. But I have no idea what could have caused this. Well, there you go, Mr. Pikes. No one can hear you scream.
Who the Hades did this?
I think it's all part of the plan, Mr. Pikes. Or do you still believe that someone has parked the wrong way?
Probably not. But what do we do now?
I'm not sure, Mr. Pikes. But we've got ourselves a nice overview of the Royce building. Let's not waste this opportunity. And look around some more. Maybe we'll find another way of getting you out of here. Look, Mr. Pikes. TFX just released a new PI model. We should buy it as soon as you get out and take it apart.
I don't know, Ollie. I mean, I agree with the buying part, but it looks promising. Lots of new features, advanced meshnet integration, all out of the box. It even says greatly improved personality traits there. Sounds like a huge selling point.
Thinking about replacing me with a newer model, Mr. Pikes? Here, I've got another ad for you.
Not bad, Ollie. I have to admit, that's a good one.
Thank you.
But how did you do that? You couldn't have hacked the billboard. Is that an image overlay?
Yes.
Can you, please turn it off now?
No.
I see. My fault, I guess.
Yes.
I'm just gonna scan across while zoomed in at the moment.
Maya didn't call her car back. I wonder if she's still asleep.
Its tank is virtually empty. Remember? It won't move even half a league. And why are you so sure she was sleeping in the first place?
She often forgets to lock her apartment, but her bedroom was locked.
You're probably right, Mr. Pikes. If I had a habit like that and you were my neighbor, I'd lock my bedroom too.
But we are neighbors.
We're living together, Mr. Pikes. That's a big difference. I'm already immune.
Nope. Oh, we can zoom in again? God damn. There is one thing there. Wait, I missed it.
This room looks unusual.
According to the Royce blueprints, this is the penthouse gallery.
You mean like an art gallery?
Of course. Where else would one display one's acquired art?
Haha. I wonder if any of Maya's paintings are in there.
I'm gonna go over this whole thing.
Our in-house cafe. Looks worse than usual.
It's a restaurant, strictly speaking. But yeah, I guess something happened there too.
Oh, that's a shame. I wanted to grab a cup of coffee before leaving.
I know you were trying to make a joke, Mr. Pikes, but my advice to you? Stay away from that floor.
Yeah, I think that's everything on this side, and back to the other side. Oh, I can go a lot higher than I thought. Sorry guys, I'm just... don't really want to miss anything considering I missed that stupid thing before.
Is the other passenger elevator broken?
I think so, yes.
Hasn't anyone noticed? I feel like I'm the only one trying to do something here.
It's late, Mr. Pikes. Most residents are asleep. Others are probably at work. You'd be too if you hadn't overslept.
Okay. That guy's just creepy. I think I've had a look at it all now. Okay, everything needs to go away. Go away. Go away.
This probably leads to the fire escape. No reason to go there now. And since Royce is more than 24 stories tall, I hope there won't ever be one. This vase with umbrellas used to stand near Royce.
I'm 100% missing something then.
I think I saw something interesting on the rooftop, Mr. Pikes. Check it out if you get tired from operating that handle. Although you do seem proficient with it. Like you could go on for hours.
Okay. Okay, so I missed something on the roof. That looks like roof level. There.
I can't believe this. Is that a hornet right here on our rooftop?
There seems to be another camera nearby. Let's take a closer look, Mr. Pikes.
Holy Sill. First the caretaker, then this. I've been trying to contact Novacor all this time, but maybe they're already inside. Wait, what if we've been quarantined? Maybe something bad happened in that lab you told me about. Some kind of virus outbreak. What if I'm already infected?
I see. So that's what's affecting your intelligence. I'm sorry, Mr. Pikes. I had no idea. I wonder how long you've been sick. Arthur is a neuroscientist, remember? And he specializes in advanced robotics. And AIs. Furthermore, do you see that logo on the Hornet?
Amp arms.
Exactly. The corporation that Arthur currently works for, Mr. Pikes. This must be a corporate aircraft.
I can't even get myself a corporate bicycle. But where's the pilot? Don't tell me Arthur flies this thing himself.
Would that hurt your pride too? Don't worry, Mr. Pikes. I don't think he does. The pilot is probably on leave until morning, when it's time to take Hopton to work. But you know what? With or without the pilot, this Hornet is probably your best bet of getting out of here.
You can't possibly be serious. I'm an outfitter, Ollie, not a...
Yeah, I guess you aren't a doctor either. But listen, flying a Hornet is not that different from driving a car, which you don't know how to do as well. But the point is, it can fly and even land on autopilot. All you need to do is take it off. And I'm sure it has an interface installed, so I'll guide you through the process.
This is suicide.
You're not using the word right, Mr. Pikes. Listen, I'm just as interested in getting you out of here as you are. I really don't have much energy left, and your apartment is without power. As an added bonus, getting to the Hornet from here should be pretty straightforward. You can use the fire escape to reach the rooftop. Access to it is right behind you.
Can't believe I just completely missed that.
Alright. But just for the record, Ollie, I don't like this idea.
If you want to say something for the record, Mr. Pikes, do it in the Hornet. It has a flight recorder. Congratulations, Mr. Pikes. You've explored every single nook and cranny of Royce and its nearby area. You probably deserve an achievement of some sort, but I'm not giving those out at the moment. Come back for them later. Would you kindly?
I think I got a music track for it.
I'm off, Ollie. Wish me luck.
Good luck climbing the stairs, Mr. Pikes. You can do it. I'll hang out here for a while. This place is interesting. Maybe I can find something about what's going on if I poke around. So don't distract me. I'll wait with you, Mr. Pikes. I'll see you at the rooftop.